I don't know. It's like I got a scrunch. I'm short enough the way it is. I don't know. Lainey must have been in here. And I look beautiful, didn't I? Ooh, look at all that right there. Right there. Okay. So, taking a quick break. I've been cleaning my house. Been deep cleaning my house. I was going to go to tacos, tequila, and margarita festival today, but I'll tell you about that later. We've all been sick. I was in bed sick for 2 weekends, and then most of last week. Apparently, I needed it. I'm not one. I don't usually nap or I'm up at 4 a.m. and I want to go to sleep at 6 p.m. But one of those. And I don't usually nap, but I slept and I slept and I slept and I slept and I slept. And I really didn't want to get up Thursday, but my nurse practitioner, she'd give me a shot, something, I don't know. It may not have been anything, but I did feel better by Thursday. Hang on. Sky! Sky! Thought she was digging in the trash. We had some lunch left over on a plate that I put. She grabbed a steak off of it when I was outside, and so I had to move it to the back anyway. Yeah, it sounded like that was her doing something. Being sick. So I went to the doctor. We went through all that. So I went back to work on Thursday, and I felt better. Got my mojo going, got back in the swing of things, and I was actually in a much better mood, much better to deal with patients because they were getting on my nerves. So yeah, much better. And then, so let's go over to the doctor visit first, and I'll backtrack to Thursday. It's not you, is it, Ruger? I know, don't give me that look. It must be Indy, because he is a really good big brother. I don't hear anything. Now, I heard a crash, which, oh well. Doctor visit. So it was weigh in, check my blood pressure, all that stuff, which she was having. She couldn't get my blood pressure was kind of high. My blood pressure is never, I think I may have said this before, my blood pressure doesn't run high unless I don't feel good or if I'm in pain. I haven't been having migraines. I've had a few since the hysterectomy, but nothing. I mean, before I was having them every day, all month long. I got to where I just learned to live with them. But back to that. I had one yesterday. It wasn't, I think it was just stress. It was stress induced. And I know it was stress induced. And I told them that. And so Chloe had an appointment too. So she was there. We were there for a long while. And so they had me sit back down. They had me sit back down. They checked it 2, 3, 4 times. I think at the highest she said it was 9. I don't remember how these numbers go. My brain doesn't. 136 over 96. 96 over 136. I don't know. They weren't worried about the 136. That was a good number. I don't know. It was the 96. They wanted it under 90. So by the time I left, she got it down to 88, which I had taken like 4 Tylenol, drank a bottle of water. I told them, I said I hadn't had any water yesterday. I had lots of caffeine, lots of coffee. I only drink coffee and water, so I had lots of coffee. And then I forgot, but I had taken some Vanquish. Vanquish is My go-to when I have a really bad headache that I can't get rid of, but I don't want to take my migraine medicine because I don't ever know if my migraine medicine is going to make me sleepy. It never soups me up. Yeah, that would be great. It's not a painkiller. It's a blocker. What it does is, however it does it, it opens up the blood vessels so the blood can flow through. Painkillers don't. Hang on. There's a dog doing something. Out there, Indy. You are in trouble. So I tell your dad. Go, lay down. Go in your room and lay down. Okay, that's Trent's dog, the German Shepherd. They're gone. I don't know. They're camping. I don't know. Go back to blood pressure, right? Did it fall again? Blood pressure. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay, blood pressure. Migraines, right? Migraines, where we were. Yeah, no painkillers. They don't work. They don't do anything for me. It's the blood flow gets restricted, and that's what causes mine. So stress, vanquish, blood pressure high. But the good news, it was 3 weeks. No, it was 3 weeks ago yesterday that I called her crying because I had gotten on the scale at the other doctor, and I was 180, which technically was 179.8. But we've had this conversation before too. That's 80. You round it up, it's 80. You don't, 180. You don't round it up, it's still 180. So I think I had been in to see them. I remember if it was a week before that. I don't know. It'd been in that same time, like the week before, in there somewhere, because I was dealing with all this dry mouth and I'm just a walking mess. But anyway, so I don't ever look at their scale when I'm in there. I turn around backwards. I don't know. And she said, well, I was around the same when I had been in there. So yesterday, theirs had me. Now mine had me, I didn't weigh here yesterday, but when I weighed before, mine had me at 172. Theirs had me at 173 yesterday. So either way you look at that, I mean, it's pretty good for 3 weeks, I think. I know I need to walk more. We've got the challenges on Fitbit that are really helping. I have not won a single one of them. I've lost more than, any, but especially last week, but they are helpful. My children. Told her ask her dad. I'm not in the mood. Okay. Working out. Yeah, I haven't been doing that very good. Walking. I was sick, so I hadn't been very good at that. So I've got to come up with a routine. I got to come up with something. It's got to be on days. So he'll be getting up really early the next 2 weeks, like 3:30. So let's see how I can fit something in then. I thought of something and I lost it. Oh, yeah. Sugar-free challenge starts Monday. So that's going to be a challenge, definitely. It's my go-to. And I know it's stress eating, it's emotional eating, I'm already fat, so who gives a flying buck kind of eating. Yeah, some days I really just want a cigarette. I don't, but then that's when I go to the cabinet and I get a cupcake. And here's what Scott said to me today. Because I said, I need help. I mean, you got a cabinet full of 19 different cupcakes, sweets, whatever. He said, put a mirror on the cabinet. Yeah, that's what he said. So, mhm. We had right before then, he had started to say something. Now, I was cleaning out in our living room. Trent and Alexis, I'm not going to go there. I've been cleaning out there and it's hot. We don't have air conditioning out there. So I had put on, which I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. Um, I got on my, just some running shorts, which I don't run. They were just on clearance. Um, and I put on a different tank top than this one. So it was just, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my God. So I'd already, it was already in my head, you know, oh my God. And when Scott got up, this was before he said that about the mirror, we were standing in the kitchen making him some waffles, which I got a waffle story too. Now I'm mad at you. Don't even think I'm not telling your dad. Um, he started to say something. He said, yeah. And I knew it was his, like, never mind. And we had been through this whole big thing just the night last night. Well, it actually started Thursday night. That's how I knew it was stress. Long story short, he wasn't feeling good. He was sick, and he said just some really cruddy things to me. And usually that's what he does to try to, I don't know, he thinks it's a motivator. He thinks if you talk to somebody like shit, it motivates them. It depends. If he's right when he's saying it, you know, if I know, you know, even though he's saying it in a really shitty way, if he's right, then I just stand there and take it. You know, I don't say anything, go about my business. You know, if I think he's just flat ass wrong, we'll argue and argue until hell freezes over and neither one of us is going to win. So I have learned through the years, just let him say what he says. And so let him say what he had to say. Okay, think about it. Yesterday, what day is today? Today's Saturday, right? So that was yesterday. I had to think about it. It really hurt my feelings, and I was really pissed off. So I told him about it, and you know, we went through all that. Okay, so I thought when he started to say something and then stopped, I thought it was going to be like a continuation of that. Okay, so I'm like, what? Just go ahead and say it. And he goes back to me the whole time, so I can't see his face, so I can't read him. And he knows that's why he had his back to my face, back to me, because he knows I'm reading him. You know, standing leaning up against the counter, so I couldn't read his body language either. But I could tell by his tone of voice. You know, I kept saying, no, nothing. You know, I said, you're pissing me off now. I said, because I know you were going to say something and you stopped. You didn't want to say it because it was either going to start a fight or whatever. So just say it. I don't want to be that person. And you already thought it, so you're already that person. So just say it. And he said something about the diet. And I said, well, what did he say? He asked me if I'd been taking diet pills. And I said, no. I said, I've been sick. I haven't taken anything. And he said, well, maybe you need to start. I said, excuse me, but I was at the doctor yesterday and I've lost at least 7 pounds. And he said, oh, well, you know, maybe it's just because I haven't seen you wearing tight clothes. said, what? He said, well, your weight has really gotten out of control. He said, I mean, really out of control. But then he's looking at me, so I got it. I said, you're right. I said, I caught a glimpse of myself. I said, but I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I was sick last week. Did I eat ice cream? Yeah, I did. It was sugar-free, dairy-free. For 3 days, that's all I ate. I mean, it's not like I sat and ate a gallon because they don't come in a gallon. They're these little bitty pint. So for 3 days, each day I had a pint of ice cream. Because that's how bad my throat hurt. And I only had those because he kept bringing them to me because I wouldn't eat anything else because it hurt so bad. So there's that. Then we have the whole put a mirror on the cabinet comment. So it has just really been a bad week. Just really been a bad week. And yeah, that was part of what, he was saying was that we were sick and the house wasn't clean and I'm cleaning, and I just wish, he just thinks it's bitching and moaning. And so I try not to complain because of this or that or hot flashes or whatever. I just, tell you, I just wish, he could just glimpse into my body over the last year. So we were supposed to go to the tacos, tequila, and margarita festival. We had a big blow, the whole blowout, with his coffin and just a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I was going to take him and wanted me to know that he told his buddies he wasn't going to go golfing today because he had to take me to this. Okay. So then I got to cleaning and we had that conversation about my weight just being completely out of control. Putting a mirror on the cabinet and nothing fits. Nothing fits. My scrubs, I guess I've just stretched them out so much that they fit. And so I just told him, I said, you can go golfing with your buddies. I said, I got the house to clean. I said, I'm not going to be done in near enough time because it's only 11 to 6. I said, so it's kind of a free pass, I guess. I said, I don't need margaritas anyway. And he had been in bed. We'd had that conversation earlier and he went back to bed, right? So me and Lady made some lunch and then he got up. And he said, so is it all right if I go golfing or what? I said, yeah. Really, it is because I can get so much more done with nobody here. Like be on here, right? Yeah. So he was dressed in like 3 seconds and out the door. I think I would be embarrassed to be with me too. That's what it is, right? Just always feel so alone. And your friends, they all have lives. Nobody calls and says, hey. And to be quite honest, if they did, I'd probably come up with an excuse. So, yeah. So that's that. And I got a house to clean. Peace out, beautiful friends.